Hey guys, I wanted to share something that's been extremely useful for me in terms of signing clients. And this is really for anyone that's running an agency, SMMA, coaching business, service-based business, anything where you're actively having conversations with clients. You're booking meetings with them, you're having a sales call, and then you're, signing them up from there. This has been extremely useful for me. This is actually from the last video, but it's been extremely useful for me in terms of it. So why I'm making this video is because I know a lot of people who, they book meetings, they get on the sales calls, and then the deals don't close, right? And then after that, they pretty much just ignore the leads, or they may send like an occasional follow-up like 1 month later. But then overall, the deal's pretty much lost. But what I want to share here is exactly how you can take a deal that is lost, because you probably don't close all your deals, and taking a deal that's lost and converting it back into a closed deal. And this is actually the easiest deal to get back. So if you've had deals that you haven't closed and you're just leaving them there, you're just not saying anything to them, you're sitting on gold. Like, you can take that and turn it into like an extra 20,000 MRR right now. Okay, so that's what I want to share in this video. So where I found this, or where I created this in the first place, is what I realized working with agencies. All of our clients are marketing agencies right now, and we help them to build out these sorts of systems. But what I found is that let's say they book the meeting, they do outreach, they get on a sales call, they have their little conversation, and then they either sign the client or they don't, right? And when they don't, then they do nothing after. Like they just leave it. They're like, oh man, it couldn't close. Guess I'll just ignore him for the rest of my life. It's like, he was so close. He was so close. You needed what you were offering. You just couldn't make the sale. And that's fine. But we need to actually get them back. Because what I realized, so this would happen to me, right? I would have the call, have the conversation, and this close to closing, and just have some objections, and I just couldn't handle it. And then I send my little proposal, I send the follow-up, and then they never reply again, and they ghost me, and it's terrible. But after that, I would just ignore them. I would just move on to the next one. But the thing is, if I pull up my pen over here, let's say this is what's required to get the sale, right? This is the sale. And you spend all this time, this is the client. That's the client. You spend all this time trying to get them up, like on the sales call, sending them assets, having conversations, giving references, all this stuff that, people ask for in the sales process, and then they just don't sign up, right? They were this close, they were that close, right? They just needed that gap. But then they don't sign up, and then they just get ignored. So then it's kind of like they just drop back to zero. But the thing is, you've invested all this time. So if you just use what I'm going to talk about now, they will stay here and then eventually get over here. But then what I would do in the past was, instead of nurturing this current client, what I would do is I would just find a new client, or prospect. I would just find a new prospect and then do this whole process again. But the thing is, this process can take 1 to 2 weeks, right? I mean, for us, it takes 1 to 2 days, but it can take 1 to 2 weeks because standard agencies have longer sales cycles. So it's so much of your time and attention that's being wasted. So what you want to do is nurture them. You want to nurture the prospects so that they can make this final transition. Let me change the color. Look at this. Boom, into a client signed. Boom, into a client signed. Look how little of a distance you have to go to actually make this final push compared to if you wanted to go this entire distance, right? You're right at the end. So it's right there. So what I realized was we need to nurture the prospects who don't sign up because they are the easiest to close. But then the next problem is that if you're doing this a lot, which I am, you don't want to be messaging people or you don't want to have to manually message people every single day. That's the key point. I don't mind messaging people if they're going to become a client. I'm fine with that. But if I have to manually message 100 different people every single day, it gets very time consuming and your attention is it's all over the place. So we need an efficient way to do this, okay? And I'll show you that in a minute. So what I realized was I was doing everything manually. It took a long time, and these were the easiest deals to close. So I needed a system to predictably close and nurture these prospects and turn them into clients and leave or get all this money that's been laying on the table in terms of new clients and sign them up, because we could genuinely help them and get them such great results. So the 1% of agencies, what they do, and if you don't take my word for this, I learned this from people doing tens of millions per year. So if you don't take my word for it, just use theirs. What they do, same as this one, in terms of outreach, sales call, either they sign the client or they don't. But then if they don't sign the client, they get added to a nurturing system. Now this is a very simplistic diagram of it, but the key point is that when a client doesn't sign, they get added to, they become your, you own their attention. In the sense that they booked a call, you can add them to your email list, you can add them to your contacts, you can add them to your network, you can add them to your following, whatever it might be. You own their attention, unless they unsubscribe, which is fine. But at this point, you own their attention, so you can message them whenever you want, okay? Because of, they're in your system. So what I do, and practically what I do right now, is that whenever someone books a call with me, they get added to my email list automatically, and I'll show you how to do this. So even if they don't sign, they still get communications from me. I'm still in contact with them, right? So let's say they get on a call, they don't sign, but now they're on your list. So what you can do to this list, for this list, honestly, because you're actually helping them, is providing value, providing case studies, providing, anything to nurture them. So by doing this, let's say every single day, you're sending them a valuable video, okay? And every single day, you're getting this up, every single day. So you're just making progress every single day. And after enough time, they're going to come back and say, hey man, I made a bad decision. I should have just signed up with you. You're going to get that. You're going to get that little speech. I hear this all the time, right? And if you're watching this and you're thinking of giving that speech right now, I'm all for it. Book a time. But this is the process. So what we're going to do is whenever someone doesn't sign, they get added to your list. And with this list, we're going to provide value every single day, because they just need to make this final jump. Because the thing is, most of the time, the reason that someone doesn't buy isn't because, they don't need what you're offering. If you are offering a marketing or a sales service, you are literally making them more money. So the only reason that they wouldn't sign up is if they didn't trust you. Okay? It's the cold truth. But your service is a marketing service. Let's say you're running ads. The sole function of ads is to make them more money. So why would they not sign up? Because they don't trust that the money that they invest with you is going to give them an ROI, and they're not willing to take the risk to see if that is a viable option. Sorry, man. Someone had to tell you, right? But it's the exact same situation with us. If someone doesn't sign with us, they just don't trust that what we do would get them the outcome that they want, and they don't want to take the risk in doing that. Now, obviously, on my side, it's like you'd be dumb not to sign up, right? But regardless. So what we're doing here is building trust to get this final jump, right? To get this final trust over the line. So you can be sending case studies, you can be sending value, you can be sending anything that helps them. Like, for example, if I made this YouTube video, I'm going to send it to my list, right? They're going to get it. So by doing this, it's going to get them back onto the sales goal. It's going to get them back into the sales process, because now, let's say they didn't sign up and now they're still dealing with the same problem. And then a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, and they're still they're still struggling with it. And every day it's like, oh, this guy is just in my inbox every day telling me how he can help me solve my biggest problem. I need to talk to this guy again, right? And that's what happens. Okay, so practically, how do you do this? This is how I do it personally, okay? Sign up to ConvertKit. Now, what is ConvertKit? ConvertKit is a email sending tool, right? You can get started for free. That's the thing. I think for your first 1,000 subscribers, it's completely free. So yeah, over here. So just sign up to this. Do it right now. Do this right now. Okay. I'll put a link in the description if you want as well. Okay. So you sign up to ConvertKit. You import the leads from any CRM that you have. So if you're using a CRM or a spreadsheet to track your stuff, import it into ConvertKit. Okay. And they'll tell you how to do that. Right. I don't work for ConvertKit. So once you do that, you'll have a list, right? And the way you import this list and who you import is everyone that's booked a meeting. If you really want to push the stuff, everyone that's even replied to you. And if you really want to go crazy, just anyone that you can find. Honestly, anyone in your niche that you can find, but I can't guarantee your safety with ConvertKit doing that. So don't say I told you that. But best case, what you do is you just add everyone that's booked a meeting with you in your life ever. Okay? Add them to ConvertKit. Import them from the CRM, from a spreadsheet. Then, what you can also do is you can go to Zapier. Okay, I'm not going to open my Zapier. Got some zaps that I can't share with you right now. But what you're going to do is you are going to, this actually is my Zapier. No, it's not my Zapier. But what you can do, this is the team Zapier, but you can go create a Zap, okay? And what you need to do is whenever someone books a meeting, let's say Calendly, right? Zapier, Calendly to ConvertKit. I don't know if this is going to show up, but yeah, whatever that says. So you can automate whenever someone books a meeting in Calendly, you put them into ConvertKit, right? So whenever you get a booking, it's going to automatically add to ConvertKit. They're going to get added to your list. And then for every future email that you send, it's just going to get sent to them too. So it's super efficient. That's what I do now. And it's just going to allow you to automatically grow your list every single day, right? So every day you're reaching out to more and more people, you're getting more and more reach. And then at the end of it, message, this list 1 to 14 times per week. And I put 14. One time, let me just tell you, I signed up to Grant Cardone's email list. And that guy, I swear, he emailed me 5 times in the first day. And then I think like 3 times per day after that. And honestly, I like that. Like, I respect it because now it's like, okay, I need to send more emails. Like, I need to do more. I know a lot of people get angry. On a side note, if you get angry and like actually upset, if you get an email from someone, like, come on, man. Like, if you actually get upset from like a cold email, like, don't go down into the description right now and book a time with us. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you don't get upset by cold emails, then you can book a time with us and see if we can help you. But regardless, going back to it, you want to email this list 1 to 14 times per week with value, case studies, videos, all that. Okay? And keep the emails very simple. Like, you don't have to say some long like essay, some long like blog post type of thing. Like, you can just say, let's say you have a case study and you made a testimonial video, you got a testimonial video. You can just say like, hey name, when I say name, I mean like the name variable. So, hey name, hope you're doing great. Just wanted to share a quick win. John was able to go from 50K a month to 150K per month in 90 days. Here's his video testimonial. Check it out if you're interested. And if you want to talk, just book a time below. Super simple, right? And then value, if you made a YouTube video, you can say, hey, I made a video explaining how to do this. This would be best if you run an agency, you're looking to sign more clients, looking to book more meetings, looking to grow, looking to remove yourself from the day-to-day. These are all things that I say to my list because those are the things that they want. And you just do that and you send it every day, right? Just go crazy. And then, yeah. So that's how you do it. Just to recap everything. If you want to go from the 99% to the 1% of agencies in terms of sales, in terms of acquisition, in terms of nurturing, and you want to sign more clients, then do this. So maximize the value of every single lead in that if they don't sign up, you want to add them to your list, you want to nurture them, get them on your social media, get them on your Instagram. This applies to everything, right? Email list is just a practical example because I do it, right? I just want to explain what I do. And from there, nurture them. Make sure they're constantly seeing value every day and they will come back. I guarantee it. You just need to be consistent. So hope you found this video useful. If you want more videos like this, you can subscribe for more. Check out the other videos on the channel. And if you want more info on what we do, just check the link in the description and I will talk to you in the next one.